Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm recording this a little bit early, but Happy New Year. Aren't you so glad 2020 is in the rearview mirror? You know, hindsight, is always 2020, no pun intended. But, we've learned a lot. I remember back when I started my business and I was struggling and I was trying to sell against some of the big companies, and I didn't understand what it was that the customers didn't see in me that they needed to see in order to for me to win their work, because I did superior quality work. But I can tell you this, I can remember like it was yesterday, sitting across the table from a gentleman and his wife as I just presented my best system. It was my first sales attempt after attending a class that trained me on how to properly present my company and myself in a way that it would win them over. And so I went through this whole process. I had all these questions that I asked. I had a presentation book, a brag book, if you would. I had examples of what quality work ought to look like. She's listening to my music. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I'm down here in Columbia. I turned them on to American music, the oldies. They love that stuff down here. Anyway, so I'd gone through that class. It was my very first opportunity to make a sale. And it was the most expensive system I had ever offered up until that time. I slid the proposal across the table. I laid the ink pen down and I shut up and I waited. And the gentleman, he was probably in his 50s, he and his wife. And he looked at me, he looked down at that paper and that pen, he looked back up at me, he looked over at his wife, looked back at me, and he said, "Pete, I was bound and determined to get at least 3 estimates, but you were just so darn thorough. Give me that thing." And he signed it right there, and I made my first sale. It was freaking awesome, guys. You don't have to struggle like this. The whole business is like this. There is a reason you're being held to price. It could be you. It could be the customer sitting across from you. In most cases, it's both. But you got to know who your customer avatar is. You have to present yourself and match their values. And if you are the greatest HVAC professional to ever walk in their door, to ever grace their presence, if they can't perceive it, then you ain't the greatest and you're not going to get the work. You see, perception is reality for our consumers. We need them to see your technical expertise. We need them to see the fact that you care. We need them to see the fact that your company is stable. You're going to be around for a while. We need to see them to see your HVAC greatness. That's what this thing is about. Guys, in 2021, I commit to you, we're going to have some of the best training we've ever had, most of which is going to be for free at no cost. Now, you guys know I'm in business to turn a profit just like everybody else. I got to eat. So I've got upgraded versions of this, but it doesn't matter. Just get in there. If you're small and you're just starting, your value is going to be there. I'm going to help you. In fact, we got some very special programs. We've already started one called My Free HVAC Leads. Now, come on, Pete, there's nothing for free. Oh, yes, it is. We figured out a loophole. We've got a beta group of contractors, over a dozen, and they're starting now. They're setting their stuff up. Once we set the platform up, and once we begin to create the traction, the momentum on this program, those contractors will daily get free leads. Free. And the leads are not cold. They're not the wrong avatar. They are the right kind of customer, hearing the right things, and perceiving you, the contractor, as a true professional, as a community leader. We got that baby dialed in. It's called My Free HVAC Leads. It's a private group. You cannot come in without going through the training, unfortunately. But you want to hit me up on that if some of you are interested. We are recording everything, and there'll be a recorded version later. But for right now, we want that beta group to knock it out of the park. Now, we also have another program that's coming out here in about a week. We're going to do another beta group. And for all you technicians out there, installers out there, comfort consultants out there that you want to start your business, but you don't know when, this is your year. This is your year because Pete's put a program together called Your HVAC Business, Setup, Startup, and Launch. I'm going to walk you through as a group from A, you ain't got nothing, you ain't got a name, you ain't got a slogan, you ain't got nothing, to Z, you got customers and you're in business and everything is set up right. Not make the mistakes that Pete made. Gosh, you other business owners out there can attest to this. It is tough. Everything that makes sense to you doesn't seem to make sense to the customer. It doesn't work for some reason. Why? There is a disconnect. You know what? The way I see the world is different from the way you see the world because we have different experiences. We have different, we've been exposed to different attitudes and personalities and education. And so, you know, it's like the blind man and the elephant. You know, one of them's feeling the trunk saying, no, it's a snake. The other one's grabbing a leg saying, no, it's a tree. The other one's touching the belly and saying, no, it's a wall. Guys, your perception doesn't change reality. What we have to do, instead of trying to change reality, we change our perception. We do that through training. We do that through having aha moments. And it's not enough that you, the owner, get the aha moment. You have to give it to your employees as well, because they're the ones that are on the front lines and they're the ones that are going to walk into those doors and either create a new fan of your business or create a experience. What do you want? Come on in, HVAC Greatness. Hope you guys are ready for 2021. We're going to do some great stuff. Our group is fantastic. We don't allow negativity at all. You got a dumb, simple question. Not only is it going to be answered, nobody's going to make fun of you. Because those kind of people, they don't fit in our group, so we just politely remove them. And because we all started somewhere, once upon a time, I didn't know what a profit and loss, didn't know what profit and loss meant. I didn't know what a balance sheet was. I didn't know what EBIT it was. I didn't know what compartmentalization was on my accounting. I had two shoe boxes. When I spent money, I dropped the receipts in one box. When I made money, I dropped the invoice copy in another box, and I gave that to my accountant and let them figure it out. But at least I had enough sense to do that. So my point is, there's a lot to this kind of stuff, guys. Wishing all of you a Merry Christmas 2020 and a Happy New Year 2021. Hope I'll see you going forward. And may God bless each and every one of you. We love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.